Okay, so I'm doing my 25th take on this password store video. The last one was 20 seconds too long for YouTube, so I'm going to be speaking even faster on this one. We have a whole bunch of problems with passwords. We all have too many of them, so we wind up repeating passwords, and that's really dangerous because almost every site that we'll ever log into is going to get hacked at some point. And what we want is to make sure that the compromise of some site that we don't care about doesn't really affect our banking credentials. And so, or our national security credentials, or whatever. So I'm gonna show you how to set up Password Store and how to use it so that you have long, unique passwords for every one of your accounts, and nobody can stand behind your shoulder and see what you're typing. So, doesn't solve every problem, but it solves those. I'm sure the people in the comments will tell me all the things I did wrong. I know at least one that could be improved, but we got to keep this under 10 minutes. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go to gpgtools.org and download Password Store. You just push this button. Now, I've already done that, so it's in my download file, so I'm just going to double click on it, and we're going to install it. This is pretty standard. If there's anything standard on the Mac as an install, and so I'm going to go through creating a key with you, and then I'm going to import my actual key. So I'm going to call this emfake. The address I'm going to send is actually fake. And I'm going to ignore the passphrase and generate the key without it. This is something that can be improved. And now it asks for a bunch of random things so that it can create it. It has created the fake key. Now I'm going to import my actual key. So I'm going to go to Tarek, evan.asc. I'm going to open that key. And you can see it doesn't really trust my actual key yet. So I'm going to have to go to the terminal. And do gpg -- edit. Edit key. And actually we're going to need to give it which key we're going to edit, which is 79066-1D7. And I'm going to say trust. And how much? All the way, because I actually created that. And then I'm going to quit. And now I am going to have to quit GPG, go back to Finder, and go to Applications, go to GPG keychain, and now my real key is trusted. Take my fake key, and I am going to delete it. Okay. So now I have my real key, and it's trusted. So I want to remove Password Store and everything in it. So I'm going to go back, -RF. Okay, and now I'm clean, and so I'm going to do what you should do. pass init, and then I'm going to give it this number again, this key ID, 79066-1D7. And now it's initialized password store. So what do we do with password store? Well, we can take our passwords and organize them into groups. So your social accounts can all be together. Your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube account, your LinkedIn account, if that's social for you. And so if I have a password, I'm going to say pass insert, and then I'm going to say social, because that's the category, and Facebook. Let's say I have a terrible Facebook password. So it's going to ask me what it is, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. Confirm it, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Now my Facebook password is saved. So if I want to see it, I could just do pass social/Facebook, and it shows it to me. Well, that's not that useful. But what is really useful is I can pass-c, which is to put it into the clipboard, social/Facebook. And now I can go up here to this toolbar and hit Command-V, and I can paste it. So think about what that is. I've just gotten my password. Nobody who's standing over my shoulder can see it, and I can paste it in. But that's not all pass can do, right? It can generate passwords for you. So let's assume that I'd logged into Facebook and I said change my password. Now I can do something, and it's a pass generate social/Facebook 15, and this will generate a 15-character random password. Should we overwrite it? Yes. And that light yellow is what it is, but we can now do the same thing. Copy it, paste it, and now I have this really hard to type, hard to guess pass in here. And so if you belong to a site with bad security and it says, well, you can't have any symbols in your password, Pass can generate a password like that, -- no symbols, and I'm going to make the password longer because again, no symbols. We want to overwrite, yes, and now again I can just put it and paste it in here with Command-V, and now I have that password. So I can do this for all of my passwords. And so I want to talk a little bit about what the Air Force has to say about passwords. I've got to be conscious because I am